And welcome back to Word of Mouth, where we have word from the viewers. I will be reviewing RoboCop. Now, RoboCop was directed by Jose Padilla, starring Joel Kinnaman, Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Keaton, and Gary Oldman. Now, in the film, this is a reboot from the 80s series. A police officer fatally wounded. His body is combined with robotics, and he becomes the first robot police officer. Now, this was a great film. I really love how they evolved the story. Not only do they give the character a new look with a new color and a new feel, the story is a lot more evolved. There's a lot more into the character himself, before he becomes the robot, and even the struggle of the robot part of him and also the human part of him. So the story really makes this movie come alive, but I'm about to break it down to you. So let's start with acting. I'm going to have to give this a 4. We have a great cast here. We got some headliners from Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Keaton, Gary Oldman. They had some stellar acting, and they really deliver in their parts. Even though some are just featured, they're not really key components. Their roles are still very good in the film, and it really helps to create what their characters mean, especially because they're all kind of combined with the RoboCop and with the character who's playing him. Plot. The plot really surprised me. I got to give this a 4. Honestly, this kind of blew me out the water because I kind of expected the same thing we got in the other RoboCops. I mean, we just get, a robot. He's kind of on one set mission. But with this plot, you actually have him identifying with any unsolved crime and having him able to locate perpetrators, and then just the storyline and kind of his own origin story with what he's dealing with his family, how he got into the accident. All of that really comes full circle, and it makes a lot of sense. Even how they make him to be robotic, and then how he kind of has this inner struggle with trying to fight the robotics. It's just a great story. It's something that you'll watch, and you don't even have to be a fan. You don't even have to have seen any of the other ones. I promise you can come into this movie, not be lost, and you're still going to have a great view. The plot just made perfect sense. This was some great writing. We're going to get to the entertainment now. Entertainment is going to be a 3.5. I mean, it was action all the way down, from him on his motorcycle, the chases, the action, even down to his tactical combat was just crazy. Just everything that was going on. He was unstoppable. I mean, you can't miss that. I mean, you will not be sleeked. You will not be deprived for the entertainment. This is something that you're going to want to see maybe once or twice, and you might want to buy this too. I mean, it was that good for the entertainment factor. But hey, that's my cosign. If you don't think that what I'm saying is true, then I got a viewer. He's going to come. He's going to give his 2 cents and let you know what he thinks of it. That's coming up next. And welcome back to the Word of Mouth show. I'm Montrel. I do have a viewer, Alex, who has just viewed RoboCop. What'd you think of the movie, Alex?
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Would you think this would be a good view for viewers? Would you recommend this?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What was your favorite part about the movie?
I think my favorite part was what they didn't show in the older movies was the transition before he actually got put out into the field. Building him up, testing him, trying to figure out the ins and outs. I like that part the most, really.
Okay. And are you familiar with the cult series back from the 80s at all?
Oh, yeah. I've seen all the movies. I tended to watch the TV show when I could. Never got into the comics, but I did enjoy the movies.
So if you had to compare the 80s RoboCops and all the movies that followed to this one now, what would you say is different, and did they evolve it? Did they kind of stick to it? Is it better? Is it worse? How would you feel about just the difference between the two?
Well, he was definitely faster compared to how he was in the original, because in the original he just walked a lot. He didn't really move fast. In this one he's tending to run. He's more agile. His reflexes are higher. I did like that they threw him in at first wearing the steel looking, and then they went for the tactical modern SWAT look. And I ain't gonna give anything about the ending, but I did like that. It's a little bit of evolution though, to kind of show how it was in the original, but then to a modern style.
So basically, pay the homage to the older RoboCop model, but then give it a more modern and more new look, and make it look a little bit more cooler, if I may say so myself, something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, y'all have heard it here with Alex. This was definitely a good view. He co-signed it. Word of Mouth is going to give it our co-sign, and we'll check right back with you with the final view for RoboCop. Now for a recap. We have acting with a 3.5. We have plot with a 3.5. And we have entertainment with a 4. All in all, I'm going to score this movie with a 3.5. Now, this is going to be a great evolution from the 80s series up until today. A lot of action and a pretty good storyline. This is definitely a big hit. You're not going to want to miss this, especially if you're a fan. And even if you're a newcomer, this is something you'll definitely enjoy. Well, that's it for this episode. Come next episode, I will be reviewing Pompeii. Again, my name is Montrel. This is the Word of Mouth. Stay tuned, and I'll see you next week.